What up? It's your boy Big Vern. Welcome to App Stupid Studios, the fastest growing sports and entertainment channel on these YouTube streets. We did it. We're in season 3 thanks to you all. This is where we cover NBA, college basketball, and college football, along with the NFL. Thanks to you all for making us one of your stops and destinations in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. So sit back, relax, let us do our thing. Welcome to App Stupid. Your boy Big Vern. Happy Monday to you. Here in the Midwest, it is chilly, frosty, couple of days before Thanksgiving and Black Friday. Glad that you're here with us today. If you're here for the first time, please hit the like and subscribe button. Goes a long way and helps the channel. A loaded show for you today. Ole Miss, the college playoffs go up in smoke for Lane Kiffin and company. Find out what we think. Boise State, that thing has crashed and burned in the Big 12. We'll cover that. Ohio State, they smoke out Indiana, and they book themselves a ticket to the Big 10 championship game against Oregon. Then Kansas, they upset Colorado. To find out why we think Deion Sanders and company will still be invited to the college playoff. Oklahoma upsets Alabama. Wow, that wasn't pretty to watch. And then finally, in an instant classic, we talk Auburn versus Texas A&M. Texas A&M is officially eliminated from the SEC championship game. Mike Elko and the bunch, they play a classic 4 overtimes against Auburn. That thing was, I'm talking about, it was almost like chilling. We got these stories and many more when we come back from a quick 20. From a rap album we're promoting this month, this is Big Vern. Drop the spot. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you with another rap album. Freddie Gibbs, You Only Die Once. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorite on the track so far is Cosmo Freestyle, Wolverine crazy, yo. Rabbit Island, It's Your Anniversary, that song crazy too. Yeah, Walk It Off, and On the Set. Freddie Gibbs, You Only Die Once. In stores now. Yeah, shout out to Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs doing his thing. I'm talking about, I like the album. Got legs. It's got legs. So, not going to go ahead and delay the opening to the show. Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss. Where do you go from here? This was a game that they had to have. And for just given what it's worth, they really didn't. Their second quarter, they exploded with 14 points in the mix. And then after that, the Ole Miss offense just fizzled out and died. I mean, they had 141 yards in rushing. That's a great stat, but it's not great when the Florida Gators counter that with 164 yards. And yes, I say DJ Lagway, he is probably the only quarterback. His numbers are not going to get you. They're not going to jump off the page. But that kid, he shows up. When it's time to show up, at times this year, he's shown up. And you know, here at App Stupid, we like Billy Napier. We're a pro Billy Napier program. I'm not even a Gator fan. And I think he's a heck of a coach. Like I said, I can't argue that. But the third down efficiency for the Rebels, come on, y'all. Put behind the 8 ball 14 times. They only converted 3 of those. And that kind of left you scratching your head because what were you doing? 4th down, they went for it 4 times. They were successful twice. That's a 50-50 crapshoot. The penalties, 4 penalties for 65 yards. You're on the road. Now, in this part of the season, there was no way that Ole Miss was going to play for the SEC championship game. So they were playing to keep their college football championship hopes alive, playing down in Gainesville. But Florida has been on a roll. They upset, and people want to say it happened with LSU. I will go back and venture, I say it happened with Kentucky. Since the Kentucky game, Florida's been playing some lights out football. And when they were saying that the Florida Gators had the hardest schedule in the country back in June, no Florida fan can tell me right now that you're amazed you have a winning record in the SEC and you're bowl eligible. Yep. See how that goes? You see how that goes? The interceptions. Now, Jackson Dart, he is going to be in the Heisman conversation. Whether you like it or not, he is a good quarterback. But even the good ones have bad days. And that was a bad day. Give me a quick 20 from a rap album we're promoting this month. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Dun, 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 dun. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live with another rap album we're promoting. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, Missionary, dropping next month. Yes, next month. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites that they already released is Gorgeous. That song is crazy. We've only done this for one other album, which is LL Cool J, and we were right. We're going to be right again, so make sure you go get this where you legally consume music. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, Missionary, drops next month. Yeah, shout out to Snoop and Dre still doing their thing. So when we go back and I said that this game really didn't have a lot of fireworks for Ole Miss and how Florida, they just pinned their ears back and they went after them. I mean, you look at the first quarter, pretty much nothing went on. I mean, everybody jockeying for position. Again, tensions were high. The weather was beautiful. I wasn't even at the game. I was so jealous. I was just like, man, it really looks nice. A nice night for football. But when you saw they were trying to go ahead and establish themselves on defense, trying to establish that run game, and it was a filling out process. But then when the second quarter rolled around, DJ Lagway, he found Elijah Badger for an 8-yard pass and a touchdown. Now this thing is 7-0. And so, the Gainesville faithful, everybody's doing a Gator chomp or what have you. Then Jackson Dart, he hits Trey Harris for a 43-yarder. Now it's 7-7. Then Jackson Dart also comes back and he catches Caden Lee for 22 yards. Now it's 14-7. And not to be outdone, DJ Lagway, he finds Jaden Ball for 25 yards. And now going into the half, this thing is 14-14. Okay. So again, having the counter and having to make adjustments on the fly. That's why I say football is reactionary, where I can see through an offensive session. Oh, okay. He's got this going on. They've got that going on. We weren't able to stop it. Let's go ahead and counter it. That kind of thing. Basketball is a feels game. And I'll explain that later. Trust me. It is what it is. However, after the half, you would think Lane and company would dial things up and try to get things going. Now, this is the part where Jackson Dart starts to come apart, okay? Everybody has bad games. And I felt bad for the guy because you all know we've been covering Jackson Dart here, Cam Ward, Dylan Gabriel. We gave you the guys who we thought were going to be up at the Heisman at the end. And then we gave you the other awards, Bolitnikov, Doak, and everything else. So to get this thing to 17-14, you had Trey Smack. He knocks in a 53-yarder. Not to be outdone, Caden Davis, he knocks in a 42-yarder. Now it's 17-17 going into the fourth quarter. And Montrell Johnson Jr. destroys the college football hopes of Lane and company. Going for that 9-yard touchdown run. You combine that with the Trey Smack extra kick. Now that was your final, 17-24. Even Dart threw an interception, and I guess the guy from Florida didn't get all the way under it, and then he rolled it, so they call it an incomplete pass. He comes back two offensive sets later. He throws an interception to the same guy going out of bounds. And like I said, you just feel bad for the guy, but this effectively eliminates Florida. Well, not Florida, but Ole Miss. they're not going to the college football championship. You can't make a case for a 3-loss Ole Miss team. You can't make a case for a 3-loss Ole Miss team when they lost to an unranked Florida Gator team. And at 6-5, I think you got to be feeling really good about your chances. Gator fans, it's your boy viewing Gator fans. If you are in the chat, go ahead, get in here right now. Let us know. Are you happy the way things turned out? Do you think that Billy Napier is worth it? I do. We got more. We'll be back.